Welcome to Sleepy Science Nights. Tonight, we are going to explore one of the most beautiful mysteries in all of nature. The bond between you and your dog. It is a connection that stretches back thousands and thousands of years, long before cities, long before farms, long before written words. Somewhere in the ancient world, a wolf and a human looked at each other across a flickering fire, and something extraordinary happened. Neither one ran, neither one growled. They simply stayed. And in that quiet moment of trust, a friendship began that would change the course of life on Earth forever. So let us begin, gently, slowly, as all good stories should. Picture a world covered in ice, vast silent glaciers stretching for hundreds of miles. The air is cold and still. In this frozen landscape, roughly 15,000 years ago, small groups of humans wandered from camp to camp, following herds of animals across the tundra. They were not alone. Wolves followed those same herds, padding softly through the snow. At first, the two species kept their distance, but over time, slowly, carefully, they began to notice something about each other. The wolves could hear things the humans could not. The humans had fire, which the wolves did not. And so, without words, without any plan at all, they began to drift closer together, night after night, season after season. Scientists believe this was not a sudden event. There was no single moment when a wolf became a dog. Instead, it was a slow, beautiful unfolding. The friendliest wolves, the ones who felt least afraid of human presence, were the ones who stayed closest to the campfires. They ate scraps, they watched, they listened, and the humans, in turn, began to feel something unexpected. Comfort, a sense of safety, knowing that keen ears and sharp noses were resting nearby through the long, dark nights. Generation after generation, these gentle wolves grew a little softer, a little calmer, a little more trusting. Their faces changed, their ears became floppier, their tails began to wag. They were becoming something entirely new. They were becoming dogs. Now might be a lovely time to settle in with your furry friend. Perhaps they are already beside you, curled into a warm circle, their breathing slow and easy. Or perhaps they are stretched out nearby, one ear tilted gently in your direction, listening to the hum of your voice. Dogs love the sound of a calm human voice. It soothes them the same way a lullaby soothes a child. So let yourself relax too. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breathing slow. Tonight, we are simply going to learn together why this creature beside you loves you the way it does. Why, out of all the humans in the world, your dog chose you. And the answer, as you will discover, is written deep inside both of your bodies. The transformation from wolf to dog is one of the most remarkable journeys in evolutionary history. It took place not over millions of years, but over thousands, which in evolutionary terms is astonishingly fast. Researchers at several universities have studied ancient bones and found that the earliest dogs appeared somewhere between 14,000 and 20,000 years ago. These first dogs looked quite different from the breeds we know today. They were medium-sized, with sturdy legs and thick coats, built for survival in harsh climates. But the most important changes were not in their bodies. They were in their minds. These early dogs had developed something no wild wolf possesses: an innate desire to look into a human face and feel safe. Think about what that means for a moment. In the wild, staring directly into the eyes of another animal is a challenge. It can signal danger. But somewhere along this ancient journey, dogs learned to do the opposite. They learned to gaze into human eyes with warmth, with softness, with what we can only describe as love. And here is the truly wonderful part. When your dog looks into your eyes, something measurable happens inside both of you. Your brain releases a hormone called oxytocin. Your dog's brain releases it too. This is the very same chemical that bonds a mother to her newborn child. It is nature's way of saying, you belong together. And it flows freely, silently, every single time your dog meets your gaze. This eye contact discovery was first published by a team of researchers in Japan. They measured oxytocin levels in both dogs and their owners before and after a period of quiet gazing. The results were remarkable. Dogs who spent the most time looking softly into their owner's eyes showed the highest spikes in oxytocin, and their owners did too. It was a feedback loop of affection, a biological conversation happening without a single word. The researchers noted that wolves, even those raised by humans from birth, did not trigger this same response. It is something unique to dogs, something that evolved specifically because of the bond between our two species. A quiet chemical embrace that happens dozens of times every single day. So the next time your dog looks up at you from across the room with those soft, half-closed eyes, know that something real is happening. Know that 15,000 years of evolution have shaped that moment. Every generation of gentle, trusting dogs that came before yours contributed to this single gaze. It is not random. It is not imagined. It is biology at its most beautiful. And as you sit here tonight, perhaps with a warm weight resting against your leg or a soft nose tucked into the crook of your arm, you are living proof that this ancient experiment in friendship worked. Wonderfully, improbably, it worked. You are bonded. And that bond is as real as the beating of your heart. Let us go deeper now into the quiet world of chemistry. Inside your brain and inside your dog's brain, there are tiny molecules doing extraordinary things. We have already met oxytocin, the bonding hormone, but it is just one member of a much larger orchestra. There is also dopamine, the molecule of reward and pleasure. When your dog hears your car pull into the driveway, dopamine floods their brain. It is the same chemical that makes humans feel joy when they see someone they love. There is serotonin, the molecule of calm contentment, which rises in your dog when they are resting safely beside you. And there are endorphins, nature's own painkillers, which flow gently through both of you during moments of quiet, physical closeness. Let us talk about dopamine a little more, because it plays such a central role in your dog's daily life. Dopamine is released whenever something good and expected happens. The sound of a treat bag crinkling, the jingle of a leash before a walk, your voice calling their name in that warm, familiar tone. Each of these moments creates a small rush of happiness in your dog's brain. But here is what makes this so touching. Research has shown that for most dogs, the greatest dopamine response comes not from food, not from toys, but from the presence of their owner. You are, quite literally, your dog's greatest source of happiness. Your scent, your voice, your simple presence in the room is enough to light up the reward centers of their mind. A study conducted at a university in Atlanta used brain scanning technology to look inside the minds of dogs while they were presented with different scents. The dogs lay calmly inside the scanner, trained with patience and kindness to hold still. One by one, the researchers introduced the scent of a stranger, the scent of another dog, and the scent of the dog's own human. When the dogs smelled their owner's scent, a specific region of the brain called the caudate nucleus lit up brightly. This is the same region that activates in humans when we anticipate something we love. The dogs were not just recognizing their owners, they were feeling joy, pure neurological joy, and they felt it from scent alone before they even saw a face or heard a voice. Serotonin is another quiet hero in this story. While dopamine creates excitement and anticipation, serotonin creates something gentler. It is the feeling of deep contentment, the warm, steady glow of being exactly where you belong. Dogs produce serotonin when they are in a safe, predictable environment, surrounded by familiar smells and sounds. A home where routines are consistent, where meals come at expected times, where a loving voice is never far away. This is why dogs thrive on routine, not because they are rigid creatures, but because predictability allows their serotonin levels to remain high. And high serotonin means a calm, relaxed, deeply contented dog, the kind of dog who sighs softly, stretches, and settles into sleep without a worry in the world. Now let us return to oxytocin, because there is so much more to say about this remarkable molecule. Oxytocin does not just create a feeling of warmth, it actually changes behavior. When oxytocin levels are high, both dogs and humans become more trusting, more generous, more willing to be vulnerable. It lowers the heart rate, it reduces the stress hormone cortisol. It even helps with digestion and healing. Every time you gently stroke your dog's fur, you are triggering a cascade of oxytocin in both of your bodies. Every time your dog rests their chin on your knee, the same thing happens. It is a cycle of mutual care. Each gentle touch, each quiet moment together deepens the bond and makes the next moment of connection even more powerful. There is something poetic about the way cortisol and oxytocin work against each other. Cortisol is the stress hormone. It rises when we feel afraid, anxious, or uncertain. It is a survival tool, ancient and necessary. But too much cortisol, for too long, wears down the body and the mind. Oxytocin is its gentle opposite. When oxytocin flows, cortisol retreats. When you comfort your dog during a thunderstorm, holding them close and speaking softly, you are literally helping their brain chemistry shift from fear to safety. And your dog does the same for you. Studies have shown that dog owners have lower baseline cortisol levels than people without dogs. Simply living with a dog makes your body calmer, day after day, month after month. Endorphins are the final member of this calming quartet. These are the body's natural soothing molecules, released during gentle physical activity, laughter, and affectionate touch. When your dog leans into you during an evening rest, endorphins flow through both of your systems. When you softly scratch behind their ears, where the fur is especially warm and dense, endorphins are released. It is the reason that petting a dog feels so inherently good, not just emotionally, but physically. Your muscles relax, your breathing deepens, your thoughts slow down, The world outside fades just a little, and what remains is this simple, ancient comfort. A human and a dog together in the quiet of the evening, feeling safe. Together, these four molecules, oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins, form the chemical foundation of the bond between you and your dog. They are not metaphors. They are not wishful thinking. They are measurable, observable, real, and they flow in both directions. This is perhaps the most beautiful discovery of modern canine science. The bond is not one-sided. Your dog is not simply trained to be near you. Your dog genuinely feels love for you in a way that is chemically identical to the way you feel love for them. Two different species, separated by millions of years of evolution, and yet your brains speak the same language of affection. What a remarkable, soothing thought to carry with you as the evening deepens. Now let us enter a world that is mostly invisible to us, but is the entire universe for your dog, the world of scent. A dog's nose is one of the most extraordinary organs in the animal kingdom. While humans have roughly 6 million scent receptors in our noses, a dog has up to 300 million. That is not a small difference. That is an entirely different way of experiencing reality. When your dog walks into a room, they are not just seeing what is there. They are reading a story written in molecules. They can smell where you sat, how long ago you left, what you ate, and even how you were feeling. Every breath your dog takes is a chapter in a richly detailed, invisible novel. The anatomy of a dog's nose is a marvel of natural engineering. When a dog breathes in, the air splits into two separate streams. One stream goes to the lungs for breathing. The other goes to a dedicated scent-analyzing region called the olfactory epithelium. This tissue is folded and layered, creating an enormous surface area packed with receptors. If you could unfold the scent tissue inside a dog's nose and lay it flat, it would cover an area of roughly 60 square inches. The same tissue in a human nose would cover about 1 square inch. This means that the world your dog smells is not just richer than yours. It is almost inconceivably more detailed, like comparing a single pixel to a full painting. Dogs also have a second scent organ that humans do not possess. It is called the vomeronasal organ, or Jacobson's organ, and it sits just above the roof of the mouth. This organ is specialized for detecting chemical signals related to emotions and social information. When your dog licks your hand or your face, they are not only showing affection, they are also gathering information about your emotional state. Are you calm? Are you happy? Are you feeling a little low today? Your dog can sense these things through the subtle chemical changes in your skin. It is a form of communication that happens entirely below the level of conscious awareness. A silent conversation between your body and your dog's extraordinary nose. This ability to read human emotions through scent has been confirmed in several careful studies. In one experiment, researchers collected sweat samples from people who were feeling happy and from people who were feeling fearful. When dogs were exposed to the happy sweat, they approached strangers more willingly, and their heart rates remained calm. When exposed to the fearful sweat, the dogs showed signs of mild unease and stayed closer to their owners. The dogs were not responding to facial expressions or body language. They were sealed in a room with only the scent. This means your dog can literally smell your feelings. And more than that, your feelings become their feelings. When you are calm, your dog is calm. Your peace becomes their peace. Your personal scent is as unique to your dog as your face is to you. It is a complex blend of hundreds of different molecules produced by your skin, your breath, and even the foods you eat. No two humans smell exactly alike, and your dog knows your particular scent better than any other smell in the world. Studies have shown that dogs can identify their owner's scent from a lineup of dozens of other people, even when the scent samples are days old. When you leave the house, your scent lingers on your clothes, your furniture, your pillow, and your dog finds comfort in those traces. They may curl up on your favorite chair, not because it is the most comfortable spot, but because it smells the most like you. There is a reason your dog greets you so enthusiastically at the door, even if you have only been gone for a short while. To your dog's nose, your return is a symphony, a flood of familiar, beloved scent molecules filling the air. Research suggests that dogs may actually experience time through scent. As hours pass, your scent in the home gradually fades. Your dog notices this slow fading, and when the door opens and your scent suddenly returns at full strength, it is like a sunrise after a long night. Fresh, warm, complete. This is why the greeting is so joyful. It is not just that they missed you. It is that their entire sensory world has been made whole again by your presence. As you sit here now, your dog may be breathing slowly beside you, their nose gently twitching even in rest. Even while sleeping, a dog's nose continues to work, sampling the air in soft, rhythmic cycles. They are monitoring the room, checking that everything is safe, confirming that you are still near. This is not anxiety. It is the opposite. It is a deep, instinctive form of care. Your dog's nose is their way of holding your hand in the dark. It is their way of whispering, "I am here, you are here, all is well." And as the night grows deeper and the world grows quieter, this gentle rhythm of breathing and scenting continues, a lullaby written in molecules, composed just for you. So the next time you notice your dog sniffing the air or pressing their nose gently against your skin, remember what is really happening. They are reading you. They are understanding you in a way that goes beyond words, beyond gestures, beyond anything we can fully comprehend. The language of scent is the oldest language on earth, and your dog speaks it fluently. It is a language of love, of loyalty, of constant quiet attention. And right now, even as your eyes grow heavy and your thoughts begin to drift, your dog's nose is telling them a story. The story is simple, and it goes like this. My human is here. My human is calm. My human is safe. And that is all I need to know. We have explored the world of scent, that hidden universe your dog navigates with every breath. Now let us turn to something equally remarkable: your dog's ability to read your emotions, not just through smell, but through sound, sight, and an almost uncanny sensitivity to the rhythms of your body. Dogs are emotional sponges. They absorb the moods of the people around them with a precision that continues to astonish researchers. They notice things you might not even notice yourself. A slight change in your posture, a tiny shift in your tone of voice, the way your breathing quickens when you are worried, or deepens when you are at peace. Your dog reads all of these signals, constantly, effortlessly, like reading a familiar book. One of the most fascinating discoveries in recent canine research is that dogs can distinguish between human facial expressions. In a landmark study, dogs were shown photographs of human faces displaying different emotions. The dogs consistently spent more time looking at faces that matched the emotional tone of a voice being played simultaneously. When they heard a happy voice, they looked longer at happy faces. When they heard a distressed voice, they looked at sad faces. This means dogs are not just responding to one signal at a time. They are integrating information from multiple sources, building a complete picture of how you are feeling. It is a form of emotional intelligence that we once believed was unique to humans and other primates. Dogs are also remarkably attuned to the human voice. They do not understand most of our words, of course, but they are experts at reading the music of our speech, the pitch, the rhythm, the pace, the warmth. Research has shown that dogs process human speech in a way that is surprisingly similar to how we process it ourselves. The left hemisphere of their brain handles the meaning of familiar words, like sit or walk or good. The right hemisphere processes the emotional tone. And a dog only shows a full reward response when both the words and the tone align. When you say good dog in a warm, gentle voice, both sides of your dog's brain light up with happiness. They hear the word, they feel the love, and the two together create a moment of pure connection. This sensitivity to voice explains something you may have noticed. When you are feeling low, your dog often comes to you. They may rest their head on your lap, or press their body gently against yours, or simply sit nearby and watch you with those soft, knowing eyes. This is not coincidence. Your dog has heard the change in your voice, or sensed the shift in your breathing, or smelled the stress hormones on your skin. And they are responding with the only medicine they know: presence, physical closeness, the warm, steady pressure of a loyal body beside yours. Dogs do not try to fix your problems. They do not offer advice. They simply stay. And sometimes, that is the most healing thing in the world. Scientists have a term for this behavior. It is called emotional contagion, and it means that dogs literally catch your emotions, the way you might catch a yawn. When you laugh, your dog's brain registers pleasure. When you cry, your dog's brain registers concern. A study at a university in London found that dogs were significantly more likely to approach a person who was crying than a person who was talking normally or humming. The dogs approached with submissive, comforting body language, low heads, soft eyes, gentle nudges. They were not seeking attention for themselves. They were offering comfort. This behavior was observed not only toward their owners, but also toward complete strangers, suggesting that dogs have a generalized capacity for empathy that extends beyond their immediate family. Your dog also reads your body in ways that go beyond emotion. Many dogs can detect subtle physiological changes that even medical instruments might miss. There are well-documented cases of dogs alerting their owners to impending seizures, drops in blood sugar, and even certain types of illness, long before any symptoms appear. While this is not fully understood, researchers believe it is related to the dog's extraordinary sense of smell. combined with their deep familiarity with your baseline scent. Your dog knows what normal smells like for you. So when something changes, even at the molecular level, they notice. It is as if your dog carries a tiny, loving laboratory inside their nose, constantly monitoring your well-being. Perhaps the most beautiful aspect of your dog's emotional sensitivity is how naturally it creates a rhythm between the two of you. Studies have shown that when a dog and owner spend quiet time together, their heart rates begin to synchronize. Your heart slows down. Your dog's heart slows down. Your breathing finds a shared cadence. You settle into a mutual state of calm. This is called physiological synchrony, and it happens automatically, without effort or intention. It is your bodies recognizing each other, falling into step, finding a shared rhythm that says, "We are safe, we are together, we can rest now." It is one of the most soothing processes in all of biology, and it is happening right now, in this very moment. So as you listen to these words, and as your dog settles more deeply into sleep beside you, know that your calm is their calm. Your slow, steady breathing is a signal they understand better than any command. You are telling them with every quiet exhale that the world is safe tonight. There is nothing to watch for, nothing to worry about, just warmth and softness and the gentle presence of someone who loves them completely. And they are telling you the same thing, with the weight of their body, with the rhythm of their breath, with the slow, contented beating of their heart. Two species, two hearts, one rhythm, beating together in the quiet of the night. Let us travel back in time once more, but this time, let us look at the journey differently, not as a story of domestication, but as a story of trust. Trust is fragile. It takes a long time to build and only a moment to break. And yet, across thousands of years, dogs and humans built a trust so deep that it rewired both of our brains. Think about what it meant for an ancient wolf to approach a human campfire. Every instinct told them to stay away. Humans were unpredictable, dangerous, unlike anything in the natural world. And yet some wolves felt a pull, a curiosity stronger than fear. And those wolves, the brave and gentle ones, took the first steps toward a friendship that would outlast empires. The Russian scientist Dmitry Belyaev conducted one of the most illuminating experiments in the history of animal science. Beginning in the late 1950s, he selectively bred silver foxes based on a single trait: friendliness toward humans. He chose only the calmest, most approachable foxes to breed with each other, generation after generation. Within just a few generations, something astonishing happened. The foxes began to change. Their ears became floppier, their tails curled upward, their coats developed new patterns and colors, their faces became rounder, more expressive, more endearing to human eyes. By selecting for nothing more than gentleness, Belyaev had triggered a cascade of physical changes. Friendliness, it seemed, came packaged with an entire suite of traits that we now associate with dogs. Belyaev's experiment revealed something profound about the nature of domestication. The physical traits we find so charming in dogs, the floppy ears, the wagging tails, the expressive faces, these are not separate features that evolved independently. They are all connected to a single underlying change, a reduction in the hormones associated with fear and aggression. When an animal becomes less afraid, when trust replaces wariness, the entire body responds. Bones become lighter, faces become shorter and rounder, ears soften, coats lighten. It is as if the body is physically relaxing, generation by generation, into a softer, gentler form. Your dog's adorable floppy ears are, quite literally, a physical manifestation of thousands of years of growing trust. This process, sometimes called the domestication syndrome, helps us understand why dogs look the way they do. But it also helps us understand something deeper: the biology of trust itself. Trust is not just a feeling, it is a physical state. When you trust someone, your body changes, your muscles relax, your breathing slows, your heart rate drops, stress hormones decrease. And over long periods of time, if that trust is consistent and reliable, even your genetic expression can shift. This is what happened to wolves as they became dogs. Generations of trusting humans, of being fed and sheltered and cared for, slowly reshaped their bodies from the inside out. Trust made them softer. Trust made them warmer. Trust made them into the companions we know and love today. Wolves are magnificent animals. They live in close-knit family groups, cooperate to raise their young, and communicate through a rich vocabulary of sounds and body language. Modern research has shown that wolf packs are not ruled by aggression, as was once incorrectly believed, but by family bonds. A typical wolf pack is simply a mother, a father, and their offspring. They work together, they care for each other, they sleep in warm piles during cold nights. It was these cooperative, family-oriented instincts that dogs inherited. Your dog's desire to be near you, to follow you from room to room, to curl up at your feet. These are not signs of dependence. They are the echoes of an ancient family structure. To your dog, you are family, the most important family they will ever know. The genetic difference between a wolf and a dog is remarkably small. They share more than 99% of their genetic code. And yet, that tiny fraction of difference has created a world of change. Scientists have identified several key genes that differ between wolves and dogs, and many of them are related to social behavior and the processing of stress hormones. One particularly interesting gene is associated with a condition in humans called Williams syndrome, which is characterized by extreme friendliness and a strong desire for social connection. Dogs carry a variant of this gene that wolves do not. In other words, your dog's overwhelming urge to love you, to be near you, to greet you with unbridled warmth may be written into their very genetic code. But genes are only part of the story. The other part is experience. Every positive interaction between you and your dog strengthens the neural pathways associated with trust and affection. Every gentle word, every kind touch, every meal shared and walk taken and quiet evening spent together leaves a trace in your dog's brain. These traces accumulate over time, forming a rich, detailed map of your relationship. Your dog does not just love you in a general, abstract way. They love the specific you, the way you smell, the way you move, the exact sound of your footsteps on the floor. Their love is precise, detailed, and deeply personal. It is built not from instinct alone, but from thousands of shared moments, each one a small brick in a fortress of trust. And so trust, ancient and personal, genetic and experiential, is the foundation upon which everything else is built. It is why your dog can sleep so deeply in your presence, belly exposed, legs sprawled, without a care in the world. That posture of complete vulnerability is the purest expression of trust any animal can show. They are saying, with their entire body, "I know you will keep me safe." And every time they fall asleep like that, stretched out and soft and utterly relaxed, you are witnessing the culmination of 15,000 years of growing closer, growing gentler, growing more deeply connected. You are witnessing trust in its most beautiful, most ancient form. We have talked about chemistry and scent and trust and evolution. Now let us arrive at the heart of tonight's question. Why does your dog choose you? In a world full of people, full of other dogs, full of endless distractions and possibilities, why does your particular dog orient their entire existence around you? The answer begins in the first weeks of your dog's life. Puppies go through a critical socialization period between roughly 3 and 12 weeks of age. During this time, their brains are extraordinarily receptive to forming attachments. The people they meet, the voices they hear, the hands that feed and comfort them during this window will shape their social world for the rest of their lives. If you were there during those early weeks, you are imprinted on your dog's heart in a way that can never be erased. But even dogs who come into your life later, as adolescents or adults, form bonds that are just as deep and meaningful. This is because the canine brain retains a remarkable capacity for attachment throughout life. When a dog enters a new home, they begin immediately to map their new world. They learn your rhythms, they memorize your schedule, they catalog every sound you make, every scent you carry, every mood you display. Within weeks, you become the center of their universe, not because they have forgotten their past, but because their brains are wired to form deep, loyal connections with the humans who care for them. Every dog, regardless of their history, has the capacity to choose you completely and without reservation. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence for the depth of canine attachment comes from something called the secure base effect. This is a concept borrowed from human psychology, originally used to describe the bond between a child and their caregiver. A child with a secure attachment will use their parent as a base from which to explore the world. They venture out, then return. They check in. They draw courage from the knowledge that safety is always nearby. Dogs do exactly the same thing. In unfamiliar environments, dogs explore more confidently when their owner is present. They check back frequently, glancing over their shoulder, trotting back for a quick touch before venturing out again. You are their safe harbor, their home base, their anchor in an uncertain world. The secure base effect has been tested in careful laboratory settings. When dogs were placed in a room with their owner, a stranger, and various toys and puzzles, they consistently played more, explored more, and attempted more problem-solving when their owner was present. When the owner left the room, the dog's activity dropped dramatically. Many dogs stopped playing entirely and went to wait by the door. When the stranger tried to engage them, the dogs showed polite interest but little enthusiasm. It was only when the owner returned that the dog's full personality came back to life. This pattern is strikingly similar to what is seen in human toddlers, and it tells us something profound. Your dog does not just like having you around. They need you the way a child needs a parent, to feel safe enough to be themselves. Your dog's attachment to you is also reflected in their sleep. Dogs are most vulnerable when they sleep, and they know it instinctively. In the wild, canines sleep in groups, surrounded by trusted family members who take turns keeping watch. Your dog carries this instinct. When they choose to sleep near you or on your bed or pressed against your side, they are telling you that you're their trusted family. You are the one they feel safest with. Research has shown that dogs sleep more deeply and for longer periods when they are near their owner compared to when they are alone. Their brain waves show more time spent in deep, restorative sleep. You are not just their companion. You are their sleeping medicine. Your presence literally helps them rest. There is also the matter of voice. Your dog knows your voice better than any other sound in the world. Brain imaging studies have revealed that dogs have a dedicated voice area in their brains, similar to the voice-selective regions found in human brains. When your dog hears your voice, this region activates strongly. When they hear a stranger's voice, the activation is much weaker. And when they hear your voice speaking in a warm, gentle tone, the reward centers of their brain light up simultaneously. Your voice is not just recognized, it is cherished. Every word you speak in their presence is processed, evaluated, and stored. Your calm, soothing tones are a physical gift to your dog's brain, a gift that says, "Rest easy, all is well, I'm here." So why does your dog choose you? Because you are written into their biology. Because your scent is their favorite smell, your voice is their favorite sound, and your touch releases the same bonding hormones that connect mothers to their babies. Because you are their secure base, their sleeping companion, their source of calm in a complicated world. Because 15,000 years of evolution have crafted a creature whose greatest talent is loving you. And because every single day you spend together adds another layer to a bond that is already ancient and already deep. Your dog did not choose you randomly. They chose you because everything in their body and brain told them that you are home. And here is the most wonderful part of all. Your dog's choice is not a one-time event. It is renewed every single day, every morning when they greet you, every evening when they settle beside you, every time they look up at you with those soft, steady eyes. They are choosing you again, quietly, completely, without hesitation. It is a love that does not waver, does not judge, does not keep score. It simply is, constant as gravity, warm as sunlight, present as breath. And as you sit here now, perhaps feeling the warmth of your dog against your skin, know that in this moment, once again, they are choosing you. And they will keep choosing you every day for as long as they live. As the evening grows later and the world outside grows quieter, let us talk about something that brings your dog great comfort. Routine. Dogs are creatures of rhythm. They thrive on predictability, not because they lack imagination, but because predictability tells their brain that everything is safe. Think about your dog's day. They know when you usually wake up. They know when meals come. They know the sound of the coffee maker, the jingle of keys, the click of a leash. Each of these familiar sounds is a small promise, a signal that the world is unfolding the way it should. And for a dog, A world that unfolds as expected is a world where they can truly, deeply relax. The neuroscience behind this is elegant in its simplicity. When a dog encounters a familiar pattern, their brain does not need to expend energy analyzing the situation. The neural pathways are already established, smooth and well-worn, like a path through a forest. This frees up mental resources for other things: relaxation, contentment, sleep. In contrast, novelty and unpredictability require the brain to stay alert, to analyze, to prepare for potential challenges. This is not a flaw in dogs. It is a feature. Their love of routine is an evolutionary gift that allows them to conserve energy and stay calm in a world that might otherwise be overwhelming. Your consistent presence, your familiar habits, your steady rhythms are a lullaby that plays all day long. Bedtime routines are especially important for dogs. If you follow a consistent pattern each evening, perhaps dimming the lights, turning off screens, settling onto the couch, your dog learns to associate these cues with the approach of sleep. Their body begins to prepare. Cortisol levels drop. Melatonin, the sleep hormone, begins to rise. Their muscles relax. Their breathing deepens, and their eyelids grow heavy. Dogs can learn bedtime routines remarkably quickly, often within just a few days. And once established, these routines become a source of deep comfort. Your dog does not need to wonder what happens next. They know, and that knowledge wraps around them like a warm blanket, easing them gently toward rest. Dogs sleep quite a lot compared to humans. An adult dog typically sleeps between 12 and 14 hours a day, and puppies and senior dogs may sleep even more. But this sleep is not all the same. Like humans, dogs cycle through different stages of sleep, including light sleep, deep sleep, and a stage called rapid eye movement sleep, where dreaming occurs. If you have ever watched your dog twitch, whimper softly, or move their paws while sleeping, you have witnessed them dreaming. Researchers believe that dogs dream about their daily experiences, the walks they took, the scents they encountered, the people they love. So as your dog drifts off tonight, they may very well be dreaming about you. The circling behavior you may notice before your dog lies down is one of the oldest routines in canine history. Dogs inherited this from their wild ancestors, who would circle in grass or leaves to flatten a sleeping spot and check for hidden dangers. Even on the softest bed in the warmest home, many dogs still perform this ancient ritual. 3 circles, 4, sometimes more, before finally settling with a sigh. It is a tiny piece of the wild world carried into your living room, a connection to all the generations of dogs who came before. And that final sigh, that deep, full-body exhale as they settle into position, is perhaps the most contented sound in all of nature. It means, I am safe, I am home, I can sleep now. Your dog's preferred sleeping position can tell you a great deal about how they are feeling. A dog who sleeps on their side with legs extended is relaxed and comfortable in their environment. A dog who curls into a tight ball is conserving warmth and protecting their vital organs, a posture more common in new or uncertain settings. A dog who sleeps on their back, belly fully exposed, is displaying the highest level of trust and relaxation possible. And a dog who sleeps pressed against you, seeking physical contact throughout the night, is showing you that you are their greatest source of security. Whatever position your dog chooses tonight, know that it is a message, a quiet declaration of how they feel about you and the world you have created for them. As we near the end of this chapter, let your own routine settle around you. Feel the familiar comfort of your own resting place. Notice the sounds of your home, the soft hum of air, the distant murmur of the world outside, the quiet breathing of your dog nearby. These are the sounds of safety. These are the sounds of a life well lived, surrounded by love. Your dog has heard these sounds 1,000 times before, and each time they bring the same gentle comfort. This is your shared routine. This is the rhythm of your life together, and there is nothing more soothing for either of you than the knowledge that this rhythm will continue tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that. Reliable, constant, warm. And now, gently, softly, we begin to slow down. The science has been shared. The stories have been told. What remains is simply this moment. You and your dog, and the quiet of the night. Let your eyes rest. Let your muscles soften. Let your thoughts grow lighter, like leaves floating on still water. There is nothing more you need to do tonight. Nothing more you need to think about. The world outside can wait until morning. For now, there is only warmth and softness and the gentle rhythm of breathing. Your breathing, your dog's breathing, rising and falling together like two waves on a calm, dark sea. Think about the warmth of fur, soft, dense, impossibly gentle against your skin. Think about the weight of a paw resting on your arm, light but present, a tiny anchor holding you here in this safe, quiet place. Think about the sound of a sleeping dog, that soft, rhythmic breathing, occasionally punctuated by a small sigh or a gentle twitch. It is one of the most calming sounds in all of nature. Scientists have found that the sound of a dog breathing can actually lower a human's blood pressure. So let yourself listen. Let that gentle rhythm guide you deeper into relaxation, deeper into calm, deeper into the warm, soft space between waking and sleep. Your dog's body is so wonderfully warm. A dog's normal body temperature runs a few degrees higher than a human's, around 101 to 102 degrees. This is why curling up with a dog feels so inherently comforting. They are like a living, breathing hot water bottle, radiating gentle heat that seeps into your muscles and eases away the tensions of the day, and your warmth comforts them in return. Together, you create a small island of shared heat, a cocoon of mutual comfort that the cold world cannot reach. This exchange of warmth has been happening since the very first humans and the very first dogs shared a fire. Some things, the most important things, never change. Let your thoughts wander now to a peaceful place, perhaps a meadow, wide and green, under a golden afternoon sky. The grass is soft and long, swaying gently in a warm breeze. Your dog is there beside you, moving through the grass with easy, unhurried steps. Their tail sways slowly. Their ears are relaxed. There is no destination, nowhere to be, just the warm sun on your skin and the soft sound of your dog's paws in the grass. In the distance, a line of trees marks the edge of a quiet forest, where the light filters through in golden shafts. Everything is still. Everything is warm. Everything is exactly as it should be. In this meadow, time moves differently, slowly, gently, like honey dripping from a spoon. The breeze carries the scent of wildflowers and warm earth. Your dog pauses to sniff a dandelion, then looks back at you with soft, happy eyes before continuing on. The sky above is painted in shades of amber and rose, the colors of a sun that is in no hurry to set. You can feel the earth beneath you, solid and warm, supporting you completely. There is nothing to carry, nothing to hold. You can let go of everything tonight. Let the meadow hold you. Let the warmth surround you. Let the soft sound of your dog's breathing be the last thing you hear as you drift closer to sleep. Breathe in slowly now. Hold it gently and let it go. Feel your body settle a little deeper into wherever you are resting. Feel the weight of your limbs growing heavier, more comfortable, more still. Your dog is already ahead of you, already deep in the soft folds of sleep. Their breathing has slowed to a gentle whisper. Their body is warm and still. They are safe. You are safe. The bond between you holds, even in sleep, especially in sleep, because the hormones of love do not stop flowing when your eyes close. Oxytocin continues its quiet work through the night, weaving your dreams together, keeping the connection strong even in the deepest hours of rest. The night is long and gentle. Hours stretch out like soft ribbons of silk, unhurried and kind. Somewhere in the distance, the world continues to turn. But here, in this small, warm space, everything is perfectly still. Your dog may dream tonight of running through fields, of familiar scents on a morning breeze, of your hand reaching down to scratch behind their ears. And you may dream of them too, of that moment when you first met, when two strangers looked at each other and somehow knew. These dreams are not separate. They are threads in the same fabric, two lives woven together so closely that even in sleep, they cannot be apart. Let the words grow softer now. Let them become like whispers, barely there, floating at the edge of a hearing. You do not need to follow them anymore. You do not need to hold on to any thought. Just let them wash over you, like warm water, like gentle rain, like the soft brush of fur against your skin. Everything you learn tonight will be there in the morning, waiting for you. The science, the wonder, the deep, beautiful truth of the bond you share with your dog. But for now, let it all go. Let it dissolve into warmth and softness and the steady, rhythmic sound of breathing. Your breathing, your dog's breathing, together, always together. Warm, safe, loved. These are the words your body knows. These are the words your dog's body knows. They have been true for 15,000 years, and they are true tonight. Warm, safe, loved. Let them repeat softly in your mind, growing quieter with each repetition. Warm, safe, loved. Your heartbeat is slow and steady. Your dog's heartbeat is slow and steady. Two hearts, one rhythm, fading gently into the deepest, most restful sleep. There is nothing left to do, nowhere left to go. Just this moment, just this warmth, just this love. Good night, dear friend. Good night, gentle soul. Sleep well, both of you, wrapped in the oldest and most beautiful bond the world has ever known. Warm, safe, loved. Warm, safe, loved. Breathing in, breathing out. Soft fur, warm light, slow heartbeat, deep sleep, deep, peaceful, beautiful sleep.